Today we're going to work on identifying shapes with these awesome Melissa and Doug wooden shapes puzzles. There are 2 shapes puzzles for us to work on. The first shape puzzle is an adorable wooden barn. The second puzzle we'll work on has colorful pieces that I'll pull from a mystery shapes bag. Let's get started on the barn puzzle. Our first puzzle is this awesome shapes barn from Melissa and Doug. Can you recognize any of these shapes? That's right, there's a mama duck with 2 ducklings, a pink pig, a collie, which is a type of dog, and a gray goat. What about this shape? It's a blue tractor. Let's see what's on the next side. Do you recognize these shapes? Good job! There's a rooster with a yellow chick, a fluffy sheep, a spotted cow, and a farmer with a bucket. Let's see if there's any more shapes on the barn. Here's another shape. It's a brown horse. Alright, good job identifying all these shapes. Now I'll remove them from the barn and we'll put the puzzle back together. Okay, I got everything laid out. It's time to put it back together. Let's start with this shape. Do you see any puzzle pieces that match this shape? No, I don't think that's the right piece. It looks like the shape we're after has a long tail. Do you see any shapes that have a long tail? There's this goat. It's got a long tail, but it's facing the wrong direction. Can't be that piece. Let's try the collie. Ah, perfect. That's the correct piece. We found the right shape. What about this shape? Do you see any puzzle pieces that match this shape? Just like our last shape, this shape is going to have a tail standing straight up. It also looks like the animal of this shape will have a horn on its head. Do you see any shapes with animals that have a horn and a tail standing straight up? This cow has a horn, but it doesn't have a tail standing straight up. Let's see if it'll fit. No, that doesn't seem to be the right piece. Do you see any other pieces that might match that shape? I see one. How about this goat? The goat has horns and a tail standing straight up. Let's see if it fits. All right, that was the right puzzle piece for that shape. What about this shape? Do you see any puzzle pieces that match that shape? It looks like this is the head of the animal, and it may have a beak. Do you see any animals that have a beak? It looks like the duck and the rooster both have beaks. Do either of these puzzle pieces look like the shape we're looking for? That's right. I think it'll be the duck. Let's find out. Good job, we found the right piece. It was a duck. Now let's find the puzzle piece that has 2 ears and a snout. Can you think of any animals that have 2 ears and a snout? Sheep have 2 ears and a narrow snout. Do you think this is the shape we're looking for? No, that doesn't work. Let's see what else we can find. Do you see any other puzzle pieces that might fit that shape? Let's try the pig. Yeah, that looks right. Good job, we finished this side. Let's move to the next side. On this side of the barn, we have a shape that has 2 wheels. Do you see any puzzle pieces with 2 wheels? Does this puzzle piece have two wheels? No, this puzzle piece has legs. Does this puzzle piece have two wheels? No, this puzzle piece has four legs. What about this puzzle piece? Does it have wheels? No. How about this puzzle piece? No, sheep don't have wheels. What about this puzzle piece? No, farmers don't have wheels either. They have legs. What about this puzzle piece? That's right, it does have two wheels. 1, 2. Good job. Now let's solve this side of our shapes puzzle. The shape we're looking for next is going to be very tall, and it's also going to have a tail. Do you see any puzzle pieces that are tall? The farmer's tall, and the horse is tall. These are our two tallest pieces. Does either the horse or the farmer look like the correct shape? That's right, the horse. Good job. Now let's do the last side of the barn. Let's start with this shape. Do you see any shapes that match this shape? Does the cow match this shape? No, the cow is too big. We need something smaller than the cow. Does the farmer match this shape? No, the farmer's too tall. We need a shape that's smaller than the cow and shorter than the farmer. Do you see a shape like that? How about the chicken? It's shorter than the farmer and smaller than the cow. And it fits. We found the right shape. How about this shape? This shape looks fluffy like a cloud. Do you see any puzzle pieces that are fluffy like a cloud? That's right, the sheep. Sheeps are fluffy like a cloud. Now let's work on this shape. Out of our two remaining shapes, which one resembles this shape? That's right, the cow. We've got one last shape left. That means it must be the farmer. And we've done it. There was a rooster, sheep, cow, and farmer on this side. A horse on this side. We found a duck, pig, collie, which is a type of dog, and a goat on this side. And on this side, we found a tractor. Good job! Let's move on to our next puzzle. Take a look at this Melissa and Doug wooden shapes matching game. It has different colors and different shapes on each side of it. Do you recognize any of these shapes? We'll go through each one. I've taken all the wooden shapes and placed them in this wooden shapes matching bag. Let's take each wooden shape out of our wooden shapes matching bag and place them in the correct location on our shapes puzzle. Our first shape has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. It looks similar to a square, but not all the sides are equal. Can you think of what shape this might be? It's a rectangle. Now let's see if we can find the rectangle on the shapes puzzle. Which side do you think it'll be on? Do you think it'll be on the yellow side? This piece is green, so I don't think it'll be on the yellow side, but let's try. Those don't seem to work. Let's move on to the green side. Do either of these shapes on the green side of our puzzle match the shape in my hand? This shape has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points on it. Our shape doesn't look like that. Our shape has 4 sides. Let's see. I think it'll be this top one. Oh, that didn't work. Let's turn it. There we go. That worked. This was the rectangle, just like the shape that was in my hand. Now let's pull another shape out of the shape bag. What do you think this shape could be? Let's count the sides. It's yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you think of any shapes that have 4 sides? Well, we just saw a shape that had 4 sides. It was the rectangle. So this can't be a rectangle. Let's see if we can find this shape on our shape puzzle. Which side do you think it might be on? Do you think the yellow 4-sided shape in my hand is going to be on the green side of the puzzle like our rectangle was? I don't think so either. Let's look at the yellow side of the puzzle. Do either of the shapes on the yellow side of the puzzle match the shape that's in my hand? Both of the shapes on this side of the puzzle have 4 sides, but they're shaped differently. Let's try the top one and see if it fits. That didn't seem to work. Alright, now let's try this bottom shape and see if it fits in there. It fits. That shape was called a diamond. Now let's take another shape out of the bag. This next shape is called a pentagon, and pentagons have 5 sides. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 sides. Now let's find where this shape goes on our shape puzzle. Do you see any shapes on the orange side of the puzzle that match the pentagon shape in my hand? No, I don't either. The shapes on the orange side of the puzzle don't have 5 sides on them. How about the purple side of the puzzle? Are there any 5-sided shapes on this purple side of the puzzle? No, there's not, is there? Let's go to the next side. How about the blue side of the puzzle? Do you see any shapes with 5 sides? I don't either, but let's see. No, that one didn't work either. Let's go to the red side next. Do you see any shapes on the red side of the puzzle that are similar to the red pentagon in my hand? Remember, there's 5 sides on a pentagon. Let's count how many sides there are on this top shape. If there's 5, we'll know that it's a pentagon, just like the shape in my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 sides. That means it's a pentagon, just like what's in my hand. And it fits. Good job. Now let's take another shape out of the shape matching bag. Oh wow, this shape's a little different than the other shapes we've seen. This shape isn't something you see all the time. It's called a quatrefoil. Quatrefoils kind of look like a clover. Let's see if we can find where the quatrefoil goes in our shape puzzle. Do you think the quatrefoil goes on the red side of the puzzle? No, me neither. I don't believe it does. Let's look at the next side of the puzzle. Now we're looking at the purple side of the puzzle. Do you see a quatrefoil on the purple side of the puzzle? I don't, but let's take a look and see if it'll fit. Doesn't seem to work in either of them. Okay. Let's move on to the next side of the puzzle. Now we're looking at the blue side of the puzzle. Do you see any shapes on the blue side of the puzzle that are similar to the blue quatrefoil in my hand? That's right. The top shape on the blue side of the puzzle is a quatrefoil, just like the blue quatrefoil in my hand. Let's see if it fits. And it did. It fits. Good job. Let's see what shape we'll get next. This shape is called an octagon. Octagons have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 sides. Do you see any shapes on the blue side of the puzzle where we found the quatrefoil that match the orange octagon in my hand? No, I don't either. We're looking for something with 8 sides, but none of the shapes on the blue side of the puzzle have 8 sides. What about the yellow side of the puzzle? Do you see any shapes on the yellow side of the puzzle that have 8 sides, like the octagon in my hand? I don't either. I don't see any shapes on the yellow side of the puzzle that have 8 sides, like the orange octagon in my hand. What about the orange side of the puzzle? Do you see any shapes on the orange side of the puzzle that have 8 sides, similar to the 8-sided octagon in my hand? Do you think this shape has 8 sides? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. There's only 3 sides in that shape. What about this shape? Do you think this shape has 8 sides? It looks like it might. Let's count and find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 sides on that shape. That means it's an octagon just like the orange octagon in my hand. Let's see if this shape fits. Good job! We found the octagon. Let's find another shape from the bag. This purple shape is called a hexagon, and hexagons have 6 sides. Let's count the number of sides to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 sides. That confirms that this is a hexagon. Do you see any shapes on the orange side of the puzzle that have 6 sides like a hexagon? This top shape looks like it might have 6 sides. Let's see if it matches to our hexagon shape. No, that doesn't work. This shape doesn't match up to our hexagon. Do you see any shapes on the blue side of the puzzle that have 6 sides like our hexagon? I don't either. It looks like there's a quatrefoil and a square on the blue side. How about on the purple side of the puzzle? Do you see any shapes on the purple side of the puzzle that match the purple 6-sided hexagon in my hand? I think you're right. I think the bottom shape is a hexagon, which will match the hexagon in my hand. Let's find out. We did it. It was a hexagon, and it matched perfectly to the hexagon that was in my hand. Now let's find another shape we can match. Do you recognize this shape? It has 3 sides. Can you think of any shapes that have 3 sides? That's right. A triangle has 3 sides, just like the orange triangle in my hand. Let's see if we can find where the orange triangle goes on our puzzle board. I do not see any 3-sided shapes on the purple side of the puzzle board, do you? Let's go ahead and move to a different side of the puzzle board. Do you see any 3-sided shapes on this side of the puzzle board? Me neither. Let's keep looking. Are there any 3-sided shapes on the green side of the puzzle board? I agree. I don't see any either. Let's check out the next side of the puzzle board. How about the yellow side of the puzzle board? Do you see any 3-sided shapes on the yellow side of the puzzle board? The bottom shape looks similar to what's in my hand, but I'm not certain that it's actually a triangle. Let's see if the triangle in my hand fits the bottom shape on the yellow side of the puzzle. No, that didn't work. The orange triangle in my hand doesn't seem to match any of the shapes on the yellow side of the puzzle. Let's take a look at the next side of the puzzle. Do you see any shapes on the orange side of the puzzle that match the orange 3-sided triangle in my hand? I think I see one. I think it's the bottom shape. The bottom shape looks like it also has 3 sides, just like the 3-sided triangle in my hand. Let's see if it fits. Good job, it fits. We found the triangle. I wonder what shapes we've got left. Our next shape is a green star. Stars have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pointy sides. Have you seen any shapes on our shape puzzle with 5 pointy sides? Let's find out. I don't see any shapes with 5 pointy sides on the orange side of our puzzle. Let's take a look at another side of the puzzle. Now we're on the green side of the puzzle. Do you see any shapes with 5 points on the green side of the puzzle, similar to the green star that's in my hand? Me too. The bottom shape on the green side of the puzzle looks like it has 5 pointy sides, just like the green star in my hand. Let's see if it fits. And it fits. We did it. We found the star. We did. Let's take a look at the next shape. This kind of shape is called a trapezoid. Trapezoids have 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you see anywhere on the green side of the puzzle that matches the yellow trapezoid in my hand? Me neither. Let's take a look at another side. How about the yellow side of the shapes puzzle? Do you see any shapes on the yellow side of the shape puzzle that match the yellow trapezoid in my hand? Do you think the bottom shape matches? No, that didn't work. What about the top shape? It looks like it also has 4 sides, just like the bottom shape. Do you think the top shape on the yellow side of the puzzle matches the yellow trapezoid in my hand? Let's check it out and see if it fits. It did, it fits. We found the yellow trapezoid. It was on the yellow side of the puzzle. I wonder what shape we'll get next. This shape is called a parallelogram. This parallelogram is purple, and parallelograms have 4 sides. Do you see any shapes on the yellow side of the puzzle that are similar to the purple parallelogram in my hand? Let's see if the purple parallelogram matches the bottom shape on the yellow side of the puzzle. No, but it's really close. Let's go ahead and look at another side of the puzzle and see if we can find a parallelogram. Do you see any parallelograms on the orange side of the puzzle? Remember that parallelograms have 4 sides. I don't see any 4-sided shapes on the orange side of the puzzle. Let's go ahead and look at the next side of the puzzle. Now we're on the red side of the puzzle. Do you see any shapes on the red side of the puzzle that match the purple parallelogram in my hand? Me neither. Now we're on the purple side of the puzzle. Do you see any 4-sided shapes on the purple side of the puzzle that match the 4-sided parallelogram that's in my hand? You're right. I agree that the top shape on the purple side of the puzzle is a parallelogram. I think that the purple parallelogram in my hand is going to fit. Let's find out. We did it. It was a parallelogram. All right, now let's see what the next shape is. Oh look, it's a red oval. Ovals kind of look like a circle, but they're elongated. Do you see an oval shape that matches the red oval in my hand? No, me neither. Let's look at the red side of the puzzle next to find out if there's an oval there. Do you see any shapes on the red side of the puzzle that match the red oval in my hand? That's right. The bottom shape on the red side of the puzzle looks like it's an oval. Let's see if it matches the red oval in my hand. Good job, we did it. We identified the oval and we put it in the right place on the puzzle board. Let's see what the last piece in our puzzle bag is. It's a square. Squares are similar to rectangles, but they have 4 equal sides. Which side of the puzzle board do you think this blue square will go? That's right. It's probably going to be on the blue side of the puzzle board. Let's find out. Do you see a shape on the blue side of the puzzle board that has 4 equal sides similar to the blue square in my hand? Do you think it's this top shape? No. It's the bottom shape, isn't it? Let's find out. Good job! We found the square and we placed it in the correct location on the puzzle board. That puzzle was a lot of fun and there were many different shapes for us to learn. Let's dump them all out and go over them one more time. This shape was called a rhombus or a diamond. This shape was called a hexagon. This shape was called a star. This shape was called a quatrefoil. This shape was called a pentagon. This shape was called a triangle. This shape was called a rectangle. This shape was called an oval. This shape was called a trapezoid. This shape was called a parallelogram. This shape was called a square. This shape was called an octagon. That was a lot of fun identifying all the shapes together. If you enjoyed this video, please help us by giving us a thumbs up. We hope to see you again. Bye!